Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give you a fried.
That was so unnecessary.
I need to wake you up.
I am awake.
Okay. Hi, guys.
Edit that in.
Huh?
Edit that in, my love, please. You see that? You have to edit that in.
I don't show these people who I really am.
Edit it in, babes.
Don't show them who I
Edit
really
that
am.
in.
You are the cuckoo. I am the calm. See, I'm even wearing such calm color today. And
Literally, we both look like the sky, darling. I don't know what you're talking about.
but you have stars. You see, like, because
Yes,
you're a
the
star.
She's trying and she's failing.
That's so mean. Cheers.
Quite early in the morning.
We have coffee today.
Yeah.
Although I drink decaf. I do not encourage drinking a lot of caffeine in your life.
I should start drinking decaf, but you know, I love my coffee.
It's going to taste the same most times.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had bad decafs before and I'm like, why does this taste like soap?
Yeah.
And then, but when it's good, it's good. Like if you like the actual taste of coffee, but you don't want, because people always ask me like, what's the point? I'm like, I actually like the taste of coffee. I just don't want to raise my cortisol levels. Like, hello. That's why I drink decaf.
Yeah.
So
I had to sort my cortisol levels out, mate.
yeah. Beloved,
Yes, darling.
sunshine, pineapple. What's been bothering you this week?
Bloody hell. I don't know what's been bothering. What's been bothering this week? No, let me relax. What's been bothering me this week?
Relax. What were you gonna say?
My period.
Oh yeah, so
My
real.
guys, yesterday
real.
I was like, and the thing is, apparently a lot of women have been going through this. Like their periods this month have been insane. Or like, yeah, July periods.
Haven't I been screaming for this month to end? Do you see now? Oh, today's finally the last day of July,
Okay.
guys.
The Lord has done it all.
You guys can't hear it, but in my mind, the song I'm singing is "The Lord has done it finally, finally, finally." I've actually become a morning person in adulthood, which is crazy. But continue.
You're literally an auntie now.
What? I'm 25.
You said last night, I'm old. Do you not remember that?
Didn't I say I'm older?
No.
I was comparing myself to my 22-year-old self.
He was like, I'm old, okay? Anyway,
believe
what was
her.
I saying? Period pains have been really bad. Like, I literally had, like, a whole schedule. I did some stuff yesterday, but, like, guys, my one nerdy thing that I do is I watch Mortal Kombat 11, the whole story on YouTube, and it's, like, 5 hours long when I'm not feeling great. And, like, I did that the whole day yesterday. Yeah, that's what I did. But I was in so much pain. So much pain. I had so much to do yesterday and I just didn't do it. And it made me really sad because I'm busy today. I'm not going to get to do it properly. That makes me really sad. So that's what's been bothering me.
Period pains suck. Period pains
Horrible,
are down
mate.
bad. What's the medical term? Oh, dysmenorrhea. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Do you know what's so interesting is that some countries like Zambia and I think New Zealand have instituted into their law that like menstrual leave, like you can take up to a certain cap number of days per month. I think Zambia has like a day or two a month that you can take off. And honestly, as a girl who suffers through period pains, I'm very for this. My only thing is I know how people think and I know how inconsiderate people are. And I feel like my only concern would be that companies would want to hire less women proportionately because of this. I mean, we're already facing a lot of gender disparity with regards to pay, access to opportunity, etc. I'm just really worried that this could make it worse, even though I really want it for the girlies because we do be suffering. Like,
It's a lot. It's really, like, and it's like, I've heard crazy stories. I've heard, like, oh my gosh, I remember this one time I literally thought I was going to die. I literally thought I was going to die.
multiple times in my life.
And my friend, like, she has to eat specific things or she'll throw it all up. Like, on her
Literally.
period.
Yeah. I have some girls as well who throw up because they're in so much pain. Let's not even get into the bowel movements because the bowel movements plus blood plus pain, it's a terrible combination. I've also experienced the whole, I don't sleep at night usually day one because you're just suffering and no position is comfortable and you're just shaking the whole time. And you do take the painkillers, but like sometimes they take a while to kick in because your pain is really strong.
Literally.
It's not like we're in a hospital where they can put it via drip, so it goes like this. So, anyways,
ASMR. Guys, I have to have a date. I'm so sorry.
last week it was date. This week it's date.
Manifesting dates.
In all shapes and sizes.
But the person I called out asked me out on a date. Thank you so much.
Wow.
So, today's topics. We're talking about...
Hey man, are you not gonna ask me what's been bothering me?
Didn't you just say it?
No, I didn't.
Wait, Haram, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Haram. What's been bothering you, Patty?
Nobody cares about my feelings.
No! What's been bothering you, my lovely?
Since you're begging. Guys, what's been bothering me this week is the whole Janae and Kenny situation. I didn't even want to say his name. I hesitated before saying his name because I don't even want to give him a platform. But like, ew.
Guys, I was insane.
That man, ew. Like, I've gone through so many emotions with this whole situation, which is hilarious because I'm not even in it. My heart goes out to Janae. Like, I wish her nothing but the best, and she deserves everything good in life, and I hope she heals, and I hope and Diaz, like, I feel so, my heart is heavy for her because, like, you know, when people were going around saying, people were going around having theories of why they broke up, and then she made a post that was, I'm paraphrasing, but it was pretty much saying that, like, it's worse than what you guys think. And we were like, huh? How could it be worse? Like, people had really bad theories out here. Come to find out, it was so much worse. It was so much worse. And, like, I literally can't imagine the amount of betrayal that you would feel laying in bed with someone who quite literally hates your people. Like, oh, guys, it's so hard to navigate dating. It's so hard to navigate dating. Like, someone could literally fake, like, genuine connection for over a year. Over a year. You're meeting each other's families. You're doing all these collabs together. You're traveling together. You hang out in the same friend groups. You're about to adopt in the show, they're about to adopt a dog, but obviously this was recorded a while ago. So I'm guessing they adopted a dog together for a period of time. Like, huh? No, my heart really hurts. My heart really hurts for her. And it's just, I can't imagine the toll it's been taking on her mental health to deal with this in the public eye. Like, yeah.
That's crazy. Sorry, I just went into a deep thought about it.
About what?
Just, Janae. She's such a sweet human being. She's so kind. She's so pretty. She's so lovely.
She's so considerate with her friends. Like, from like what we see on the show and everything. Oh, man, guys, it's hot. Yo. And I feel like,
You're a secret racist, man.
dude, and I feel like that's low-key, like, personally my biggest nightmare, and I'm sure other black women's biggest nightmare, of like getting into an interracial relationship. And it's one thing for your partner's family if they are the ones who are problematic or racist or whatever, as long as your partner like defends you against it, does not stand with them, etc. But for your actual partner to be referring to you in a degrading manner is insane. That's insane. Like, we still haven't seen like the actual text messages, so we don't know what was said. We just know that it was incredibly racially motivated and like to some degree like degrading, and based on like what her best friends posted and what the other like cast members, Serena and Leah, have been like saying and stuff. So it's really heavy. Praying for you, Miss Janae, and your healing, and hope all good things come your way.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yo, bruh. But now you can segue us. Thank you so much. You're so excited to do it.
Guys, don't irritate Pateka. You would actually suffer. One thing about this girl, don't irritate her. My worst fear is irritating this girl. She won't let it rest.
What? I'm not irritable whatsoever.
She's so irritable, guys. She's so irritable. I love her so much. And you know I love you, but you're so irritable. Pateka.
You see how she's intentionally irritating me to prove to you guys that I'm irritable, but I think like irritating people and then saying that they're irritable is not fair. It's not a fair assessment.
Okay, I can accept that.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So today's topic is navigating our mental health, how we deal with it, how we manage it, and how we live our lives with it. Basically, we're kind of going to go into like how we are as human beings and how the things we do kind of like either don't do great things for our mental health or like do good things, and how we like do stuff with managing and all of that. So where shall we start? How's your mental health been?
Fantastic. That sounded so sarcastic. This week, today's Thursday. How's this week been for me? I think this week's been pretty good.
Yeah, I think I've got energy that has been good for you as well.
Yeah. I think this week's been pretty good. I've been pretty calm.
Yeah.
No complaints. Not every week is the same.
Yeah.
But this week's been pretty good, which is really surprising because my period's meant to start soon. So this should have been my PMS week, but I've been chilling.
That's good.
What about you?
That's good. I mean, yeah, it's been okay. Yeah. I'm never like, it's been like for me, I'm always like, the thing is, I'm either very sad or very anxious, and I'd rather be very anxious than very sad. So, and it's just because I've lived my life trying to choose between the two, I've kind of missed the little nice moments of like joy throughout. Like,
are you saying that the either one is like a constant state of being for you?
yeah. So it's just like, oh, okay. So it's just like being mentally conscious that I should take it easy and actually smile and enjoy life and laugh. And I'm kind of trying to find ways to be happy in small moments. And I think for me, that's really made my mental health like really nice this year, has been getting a car and just driving. Like I was telling my best friend, we were talking about religion in general. I'm not necessarily like a religious person, but I do believe in God. And I was just like, sometimes I have talks with God in my car and I cry. Or sometimes I look at the sky and I cry. I cry a lot, guys, but like, it's very happy tears. So it's like, having a car has made me feel very independent, and that independence has made me feel comfortable, kind of like appreciating things. So yeah, that's really helped my mental health. But my mental health is very interesting because I'm usually in a state of anxiety majority of the time. So it's just like learning how to manage that for me. But yeah.
Has that gotten worse or better since you moved from London to LA?
So this takes me back to like sadness and like anxiety. So one moment. So basically, before I moved to America, I didn't think I was going to come to America, and I was very heavily depressed, like to the point where like I would not move. Only my mom has kind of seen me in the States, where it's just kind of like I just can't move physically, like my bones hurt, like it's like that type of depression. And I think it comes from a lot of hopelessness, unfortunately. So before I came to America, I didn't think I was going to come, and I thought I had lost like one of the biggest opportunities of my life. But little did I know that I didn't lose it, and I was going to come in a more beautiful way. And I remember praying, I said, I was like, God, I'd rather be anxious and trying to manage that than being sad and depressed and hopeless. I hate being hopeless. Especially with like the state of the world and everything, it's so easy to be hopeless. So I was just really happy that I came here. But yes, my anxiety has been still the same. Obviously, I've learned to manage it better, like having Pateka with me, or like having Issy with me, or like my other friends and stuff like that, has really helped my anxiety. Like, they don't know, but it really helps me. Like, in spaces, like I always find myself like, oh, if the girls were here, I'd feel like more comfortable. If they're like, if she's not here, like sometimes I think we both like, oh, like sometimes I think we both, when we spend too much time with each other, we're like, but at the same time, it's like when she's not here for like a day, I'm just like, where is she? It's like having a sibling, right? Like when you're with each other all the time, it's amazing, also like irritating. But then when they're not there for a day, you're like, oh my fucking god, like what the hell?
Life does not make sense.
Life doesn't make sense. So I think the girls have really helped, like my mental health, like my other friends, Yasi and stuff, they've really helped me. But like I said, like I'd rather be anxious than depressed.
Yeah.
But I've learned to manage the anxiety better. But with other parts of my life that also make me anxious, I'm like, that's too much and that's not necessary. But yeah. So
I'm trying to connect the Issy. Oh, you're saying what Issy had said about me being fearless.
Fearless, yeah.
Well, let me not put inverted commas because she did say that. I'm just putting in inverted commas. But I think it's very interesting how you feel like you kind of have to choose one. And I'm curious if like the same way like you're seeing how this past year of life you've learned how to choose joy in these moments, that if you keep making those choices, you'll look back and realize that you just experience anxiety less.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I find it interesting that you feel like it has to be a constant state of being for you.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. And I don't think therapy's helped me. Like the therapists I've had, like God bless them, like they've done a great job. But I think I need a spiritual person. And I think I need to like go back to spirituality, because that when I look back, because guys, are we going to talk about this maybe on a different episode? I've lived different lives. When it comes to spirituality, I've experienced multiple like religions and kind of like gone back to one and then come out of it. And I think my queerness was a strange thing to also navigate in these religions. But when I was religious, I remember one time, like I literally felt like a feather, and that was the only time in my life I'd felt so light. I was just like, wow. It was like when you're asleep and you're not conscious of your weight, that's how it felt. But I was conscious.
Yeah.
And I was just praying.
I mean,
it was just amazing. It was so amazing. And I'm just like, well, I think I need to go back to that. But also then it's like navigating because I get really uncomfortable sometimes with religion, like praying and all of that, especially when people are watching me. My goodness.
But that's the whole idea, right? Is that like God is supposed to provide the peace that surpasses all understanding. And I think there's a lot of things that are imperfect about different religions, but I think when done right, the whole point is that when you relinquish the idea that you're in control, that helps you experience peace, because you don't feel the pressure, the weight, the heaviness of everything being a result of your action reaction. You give room for faith, and you give room for things you can't anticipate, and you give room for random mercy, and you're just like, oh, and you carry less on your head. And I think that's maybe part of what gives that sense of like lightness and featheriness, is like you carry a bit less.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Nothing.
For me, since moving, my mental health has like fluctuated over the years. So when I moved here, I was very excited to like, realize a goal that I'd had for myself for a while. And yeah, I was excited, but I was also really nervous, because when I moved here, it was still like, it was mid 2021, so like COVID restrictions were still there. So it was like, who can come with me? Who, like, at the time, like, they weren't giving out visas for visiting the US. They were only giving out like if it was urgent. So if it was a student visa or work visa, you were getting it, which meant that like my parents couldn't come with me like they would have wanted to help me like move and stuff. So I know that they were really stressed out about that. The way included a small vacation in the Maldives. But very grateful that they found a way. And then once my life was set up, then for me, it was just like dealing with a lot of loneliness, dealing with a lot of like back and forth. I had been fortunate in my undergrad experience and like high school and whatever to like genuinely have good friends around me. So now to move to a foreign country where I have no one, I was almost trying to be like, it's almost like I was going through a checklist. Like, this needs to be sorted out, this needs to be sorted out, and then I'll be good, you know? And this that I was trying to sort out was like having like solid friends around me. But I ended up in spaces I should have been in. I ended up trying to forge relationships I shouldn't have tried to forge, all in the name of trying to bridge that like loneliness gap, because I was rushing it, you know what I mean? And in the end, I got like quite burned by that whole situation, and that took a bit of a toll on my mental health, because I was like, what's going on? I don't like fit in here. Like, I'm not vibing too much with the people here. Like, what's going on, you know? But then like I kind of just like, again, I always go back to God, or not go back to, like, I pray every day, do you know what I mean? So I try, whatever I go through in life, I try to pray my way through things so that it gives me some sort of peace about situations, some sort of understanding. And also, like, I think God brought me to the friends that I was supposed to have. The more I started spending time in LA, the more I started spending time in creative spaces, the more that kind of started going out, and the less time I spent in Orange County and in those weird spaces, I started finding more and more community. And I think that helped me with my mental health wise. And then, yeah, from then onwards, it was also just like, I think that experience taught, I was no longer trying to fill in any sort of void. Like, I was just like, I'm happy with my life. I've done the, at that time, almost impossible with the pandemic. I'm doing the damn thing. I'm doing my 2 degrees. I'm getting, and also around that time, I got my first internship. I was like, you're doing great. Just be grand, you know? And I think over the years, the more sure I felt of myself, and the better I felt about myself, the better like my mental health was, and the better my life was in general. So like, the thing about taking a journey like moving is, it is a journey that forces solitude for me. For me, it was a journey that forced solitude for a period of time. And don't resist that, because I think it is in that resistance that you will like trigger your mental health. It'll make you anxious, or it'll make you sad, or it'll make it, you know what I mean? Whereas if you embrace this period of quiet, this period of solitude, this period where it's just you and God, this period which, you know what I mean? I feel like you'll have a much easier time moving from that season to the season when you do have abundance with the right friends. And you might even find the friends in the spaces where you previously thought impossible. Like, some of the good friends I do have today, I did eventually find in Orange. I mean, obviously we met in Orange, and like I met Carl and Ami and all, you know what I mean, also there. So it's like, you do gravitate towards the people you're meant to gravitate to in the end, so don't stress yourself about it. So I think that is the only thing as far as like mental health that I experienced when I first moved here. Thereafter, it's been pretty good. I wanted to be a better adult. I wanted to give myself like the best possible version of me, or just gain more of an understanding, because that's really all therapy does for you, is help you know yourself better, really. Because it's not necessarily their job to fix you. It's not their job to, unless like, let's say you have something that requires like prescriptive medication or whatever, maybe the approach is a bit different. But if you don't, and you're just going to therapy for the sake of just like learning yourself more, getting more coping tools, etc., their job is not to give you the manual in your life. Their job is to make you reflect on yourself, and make you kinder to yourself, and make you have more positive self-talk, and make you walk with more confidence in this world, etc. And so that's what I wanted to do therapy for. And I was fortunate in that, like, after a while, I just genuinely could feel myself becoming a better version of me, a more free version of me, a more emotionally regulated version of me. Like, yeah, I genuinely think that is something else that helped with my mental health. And I think you spoke on therapy and being in it, like, not being very helpful for you. And I think it's sometimes, it depends on the kinds of therapy you do. It works for some people more than others. But I think it also is like, a lot of people have said this to me when I was starting my journey, was like, don't give up if the first person you try therapy with doesn't work out. Or the second. Or like, keep going until you find who you're looking for. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not a it's not a bad test of your character or whatever if the first 1 or 2 or 3 therapists you find you don't gel with. The same way, like in life, it takes a while to gel with certain friends. Like this is, yes, they're not your friend, but this is someone who you have to be compatible with in terms of like how they're able to help you navigate life. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't go back or whatever. I haven't decided. I think it's just the kind of thing where it's like, it's probably just a thing you'll need to brush up every now and again in your life, you know? Maybe I'll need to go back in a couple of years. Maybe I'll need to go back.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
definitely okay to take breaks and go back to it, like 100%.
Yeah. Or if you don't ever go back,
Yeah, that's also okay.
yeah.
That's amazing. So therapy, God, writing has helped you kind of navigate your mental health.
Yes, in moving. I think all those things. And also, like, goes without saying, like, the support of, like, family and stuff. Like, especially, like,
Yeah, that
my parents, best friends, very, very close friends. Like, going through these motions with people who have known you in different seasons of your life is so helpful. Like, it's so helpful. Like, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially people like you mentioned, I think your mom has seen you in those moments. My mom has a thing where she's really good at sensing when things are off with me, even when I am continents away from her. So it's just like, it's hard to hide from them.
Yeah.
It's really hard to hide from them.
Literally,
So
my mom will have a dream and be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh no."
I'm like, and that time you were trying to avoid her. That day, you're actually like, I've just gotten over it now.
Like, I had a dream. Are you okay, mommy? I'm like, yeah. And it's like so tiring because it's like you're thinking about that thing for a long time and feeling it for a long time, and then you have to kind of explain it again. And it's just like, ugh. But it's like also you don't want to worry your mum on the other side of the world. You know what I mean?
That's the thing, yeah.
Because like,
yeah.
they're also dealing with other stuff themselves, so it's just like, you know, she doesn't need it. So
They're also dealing with missing you, and I think
yeah,
probably from our parents, it's like they want us. I think the only thing that makes missing us easier is if in their hearts they believe we are happy with.
Yes.
You know,
My
if they
mom
think,
always says
oh,
that.
at least my child is happy, at least she's thriving, at least she's successful, it's fine. So if you like throw a curveball and you're like, oh, I'm straight up not having a good time, I can just imagine how hard it is for them to deal with.
No, 100%. Because in my first year, I don't even know how my parents. They must have been really strong to say this to me. In my first year, I was like very close to leaving. She knew. I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I don't think I can stay here. And like, it's funny. Like now, when like I speak to you and you're like, you know, I'm not fighting anyone if I have to go home. I'm not fighting.
I'm not.
She was like, I'm not fighting. But like during the time where I wanted to go home, like wanted to quit school and everything. Obviously, school is different. But like Pateka, I remember we were in the car and she was like proper talking to me and kind of like telling me about her experience of first year and how I should stick around. And we had gone through like the camera situation stuff, and I just was realizing how unfair this institution was with their rules and stuff, and like how the industry is. So I was just like, I don't think I can do it. Like, I don't think I can. Like, so my parents like would hear me cry, or like see me in pain, like to the point where people in like my advisors in school were like, Sahara, if this is really painful for you, I'd suggest you quit and leave school. Like, but my parents were like, you're not coming back. You are staying there and you're doing it. Like, obviously my mom and my dad want me to be there. My brothers want me to be home. But imagine how much they had to like put themselves aside to be like, even though my daughter's upset, she has to stay there.
Yeah. It took a lot of them, like, it's almost like they were saying to you what you needed to hear, not what they wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were putting your success and stuff at the forefront of their minds, not their own desires to have you near them.
Yeah, and they were
And I
calling
think that's such a
everybody.
blessing.
Yeah, 100%. And they, like, obviously I have a lot of friends whose parents aren't really that supportive of like what they're doing, but they still do it. So I don't know what I would have done if my parents weren't supportive.
Yeah, that's another like piece of advice, I guess, to try give to people who maybe you're considering moving overseas for like undergrad, graduate school, or just in general. Like, the thing that really made this possible for me is having supportive parents from every level, as far as like emotional support, spiritual support, financial support, like game changer. And yeah, if you, I don't want to downplay how significant of a role that plays in being able to move overseas, because I feel like sometimes with social media people just see the good, right? They see us at concerts, they see me traveling, they see me living a cute luxe life, and you don't see how you don't see the how. A lot of social media is just everyone's highlights reels, you know what I mean? And you think people have just done this in their own individual capacity, so you start to critique yourself, like, why am I not getting this for myself? But it's like, you don't even know how many people whose shoulders we're standing on to be here, you know? So I don't downplay it. Like, your village, community, supportive parents, it's everything. Genuinely, it is everything. And even in starting a new life in an entirely different place, it is those people who have grounded you in the life that you have temporarily left that can keep you going.
No, 100%. So it's difficult, but just having a community around you that supports you is so important as well.
Yeah.
And also have faith in finding that if you don't have it.
Yes.
Just follow what feels right in your heart. And like when we speak about parents and stuff, like supportive parents, like I say that they're always supportive, but in the beginning I tried what they wanted me to do, and that didn't work out. And then when I started doing the stuff I wanted to do, they would be like, oh wait, she's actually good at this, like this is, and she's like really good at it, so let's support her. So sometimes you gotta prove to your family that like kind of like this is my thing and I'm good at it, unfortunately. But I hope that everyone has that support system either way.
Yeah.
Because
it definitely helps.
It really, really helps.
Yeah, and the happier, and just like bringing it back to mental health is like, you know, that whole thing of like not pouring from an empty cup or whatever.
Yes.
It always starts with you. When you yourself are grand and at peace and you feel regulated and you feel calm, you like, it radiates in every other facet of your life. You 100%. Walk into life more confidently. You navigate your friendships with more confidence. Yeah. You navigate work with more confidence. So don't downplay that. Don't downplay taking care of yourself. That should be the last thing that you skip over, as far as like when you're under pressure, time wise, etc. Don't let you be the thing that is off your to-do list.
100%.
So yeah, fun times.
Fun times.
I feel like we've spoken about a lot of like the tools that we use to cope, and like recommends, and yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say tools and stuff, like for me it's just always been like art and stuff like that. Painting, illustrating, writing, making stuff. I always feel like I've always said like I feel like it's not my, like I always love drawing hands and kind of like talking about hands, and I'm like, my hands aren't mine. Like I always like link it back to spirituality, and I'm just like, oh, it's literally God working through my hands, and I think that's so nice, and it's like so pretty. So I think like those are my tools, like making art, especially because it feels spiritual.
Yeah.
Especially when like, and I think I've grown closer to my culture through my art, but also through God. It's like I'm being reminded of like who I am through my art, which I think is quite beautiful. So that's really helped me. Tool wise, I like decorating and organizing, maybe a bit too much.
Oh yes, a maximalist versus minimalist.
Yes, yeah, we wanted to kind of get into them. I don't know if we have time, but
long story short, Sahara's convinced that I'm minimalist, and I don't think it's true. She's definitely maximalist. You are maximalist core down. Do you know what minimalism is, my dear? Minimalism is empty. All this decor.
Yeah, but do you remember?
It's just this couch.
Your previous.
Yes, I had this there. I had this there. I had that dining table. I had plants. My bedroom I have a whole wall full of photography. Minimalists don't put anything on their walls. Individual photos were falling, but like I had this artwork there. Yeah.
You're not full minimalist, but you're minimalist.
I'm not minimalist. There's an in-between space here. Like if you put a spectrum of like, if we had a spectrum of minimal to maximal, I feel like I'm like here.
I don't think you're in the middle. I think you're more towards this side, but
that's because you exist here. In fact, you've broken the spectrum. You've broken the spectrum. If you guys could see Sahara's bedroom, She
Why can't I
doesn't
leave the
like
door open?
she doesn't like emptiness in spaces. Everything must be occupied, and it's colorful, and it's bright, and it's present. And her room is very overstimulating.
But can you see how that sounds
But-
so minimalist?
The fact that I get overstimulated by having way too many things in a
It's
space.
not way too many things.
Yes, because
It's an organized space.
I'm agreeing with you.
Guys, you won't let me get a strawberry table.
You see, why must our table be a strawberry now?
Why does it have to be a chock of wood?
Because it's sexy, it's clean,
Yeah.
it's
like,
earthy, it's natural.
by the way, this
it's
needs a
calming.
glass. So we need to get a glass for this table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, our home has now become a balance of both of our aesthetics. You ever see it? The way
Yes.
decorating and stuff, I guess, makes her feel better.
Yeah.
In the way that I don't like spaces that feel chaotic because I find them overstimulating.
But
Like, I don't feel at rest. Like, when I come home, I don't want to be stimulated. I want to feel at ease.
But this is the thing, yeah. So like, okay, I understand. Like, my parents came and visited, and they said, "Well, wow, it's busy," and I was like, "What? What do you mean it's busy? I don't think it's that busy." But like, if we get rid of these letters and boxes,
Yeah.
it'll feel less overstimulating.
Yeah, we can get rid of them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you also like sometimes like, oh my gosh, guys, one time, I'm not trying to call you out, but one time this is one frame that wasn't attached to the wall. Each time I go there, the command table will be there, and I know the frame was behind the couch.
Oh, you mean in my previous apartment? It's because it kept falling down and I really just can't be bothered. And that's the thing about me. Like,
That
I love-
overstimulates me.
that was not overstimulating me. That's why I just left it off. Because I was like, do you know what would be overstimulating? Is me looking at a frame that's like this. I would hate that. I was like, I'd rather have nothing there than have something that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
So,
guys, we've done a good job at balancing, I think.
our lives and our aesthetics. And our rooms are very much testament to like what gives us a good mental health space as well. Like,
Yeah.
hers is super there and mine is a good balance. Like, there's pictures of
Yeah.
loved ones, there's art, there's decor here and there,
Yeah.
but it's not too much. And my color scheme is very neutral,
Very
very
neutral.
earthy tones, just a bright yellow,
Just bright yellow.
very bright yellow.
Mustard yellow and salmon pink is like my colours.
Salmon.
Salmon pink.
Okay. Anyways, different strokes.
Stop saying that.
Get your mind out the gutter. Anyways, let's talk about what we've been watching. Whew. What have you been watching this week? We went to watch a play. That's what we've been
Oh
watching.
my god, we went to watch a play, a professor's play. It was actually really good.
Yeah, I thought
Talking
you
about
enjoyed
maximalism and
it.
minimalism.
Oh my gosh, that's actually what triggered this whole conversation. Because, well, they're not showing the play. Like, they're done, right? They said they're
Yeah,
just
it's
doing
finished.
the
It
West Coast
finished on
run.
Monday.
So unfortunately, you guys can't watch it.
Yeah.
But the whole premise of it is the play is really about consumerism and
Yeah.
how it's like pretty much a parasite on our lives and like how people have been duped. Capitalism has duped people into thinking that acquiring more things is going to make them feel fulfilled, whereas it is internal. You can't buy internal fulfillment. One of them is like encouraging like maximalism, just buying, and the other's like she's the extreme end of. I don't even think she's minimalist. I don't know what you call her, void of anything in life.
Yeah.
And she's just like, we don't need all this stuff. We don't need all this stuff. And then like there's a guy in the middle who's like being pulled in different directions.
Yeah. Oh, the abyss.
Yes, she was the abyss.
Yeah.
Well, they thought she was the abyss, but then she wasn't.
Yeah, I don't even know how it ended. I think they found a good balance.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah. I think they both like come to some sort of compromise.
And then there was an extra woman there who was pretending to actually be the actual thing.
Yeah, her characters were super interesting.
She's very interesting.
I felt like she was consumerism in a way. Like she was the human embodiment of it.
She was the consumer. She was consumerism, but at the same time against her will.
You know when people say something that sounds like suffering, but they say it in like a
Oh yes,
kind of way because they don't know anything else. I got it more as like this is all she's known kind of a thing. But anyway, so we watched the play, and that was
It
super
was really
interesting.
lovely.
And just a reminder to us to just like consume more forms of media and storytelling
100%.
that are not only film and TV. Obviously, we love film and TV. It is our lives. It's what we do for work. You know, you get the picture. But yeah, it's sometimes nice to get inspiration through other avenues of art and storytelling. Which I think you have obviously a healthy balance of, because you draw, so I think you engage in a lot of like visual arts and media in that way, and then you also like you watch like TV and film sometimes, and you know what I mean, like I feel like you make sure you're always like
Oh my God.
inspired and stimulated in different
You just
ways.
reminded me, I need to go to more galleries.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
know, Izzy and I were
God.
actually saying this, that like we haven't been to a gallery in
Maybe
a
I'll
minute.
do that for my birthday. Oh, guys, it's my birthday next month.
August is Sahar month.
So I think when they're not here, I might have like a day to myself. Maybe I might spend the day alone and just like go to like the Getty by myself or something.
Getty's beautiful.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. And just apparently it's really big and you can spend like a whole day there. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you could. Inga and I went before the fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we went on her birthday actually. We went together on her birthday for a good chunk of time, and we did not finish. Don't think you're going to finish that thing in one day. Don't. Unless you're going to
How
spend
big
like,
is it?
because here's the thing,
It's
Sai,
on the hill.
it's really, really big. And also it's like, if you are going to a museum just to look at things, which I know you don't because you think about things deeply, if you were just going to just walk and you can finish it. But the thing is, obviously, you go to an exhibition, you read the intention behind the art. It's that takes time. You know?
Oh, I'd love to have art in the Getty. Imagine.
Oh,
Imagine. Oh.
speak on it. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've been watching and consuming. And yeah, it also made me miss and think about South African theatre a lot.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember you spoke
I
about
used to love theatre. I mean, that's kind of how my whole storytelling situation started, was with drama in school. And then we'd also watch plays and we'd be in them and we would write them, and it was fun.
I wish we could insert a video of Pateka.
Absolutely not. I know where this thought is going. Aliana, my dear, let me tell you, I am not sending you that footage. It is not entering this episode. It's not happening.
Let's go this time.
This is some serious me
I
lore. This
really
is
would love
serious
this to be
me
inserted.
lore.
If it's
not gonna
not-
happen. It's not gonna happen.
So boring. It would be so much fun.
Absolutely not. I think, you know what? It's time to wrap up this episode. I think we're deviating. I think it's time to wrap it up, guys. Please like this episode, comment, share. Thank you
Like.
for joining us for another episode.
Yes. Like, subscribe, comment.
Yes.
Thank
Share.
you so much. Share.
Share the video.
Thank you so much. Also, in the comments, let us know, because next episode is our last episode.
For the season.
For this season. So if there's anything you want us to talk about for the last episode, or if we don't get around to it, to carry it on to season 2, please comment.
Let us know
Let us
what you
know.
want to see.
Yeah.
More of any questions you might have from our journeys, which has kind
Yeah.
of just been like the theme of like this first season, all in all. Yeah, let us know. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.